everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to solve problem 4 of truss analysis. This is question 17 in continuation of the problems that I have been solving from the start of the channel. For the two trusses shown in the figure below, determine the nodal displacement, stresses in each element and the reaction at support. Take Young's modulus as 2 × 10 raised to 5 Newton per mm square and area as 200 mm square. So this is the truss given. Here it is clearly marked that this is node 1, this is node 2 and this is node 3. Between node 1 and 2 is element 1, between node 2 and 3 is element 2. Node 1 and 3 are fixed. Node 2 is subjected to a load of 12 kN in downward direction. The length of element 2 is 500, the length of element 1 is 400 and the height is given as 300 mm. So let's get started with answers. I'll go to static structural. I'll rename it as example 4. I'll go to engineering data. I'll create steel. The value is given as 2 × 10 raised to 5. I'll go to isotropic elasticity. The value of Young's modulus is given in Newton per mm square, which means in megapascal. So I'll write 2E5 and Poisson's ratio I'll assume as 0.3. I'll go to project, update. I'll go to geometry, analysis type, I'll change it to 2D. Right click on geometry and click on new design modeler geometry. I'll go to units, millimeter, XY, look at. I'll choose sketching, I'll take polyline. I'll draw one line and another one. I'll right click here and open end. So this is the only portion that I need. I'll give it dimensions now. This length is given. I'll choose horizontal. This distance is also known. I'll choose vertical. H1 is 500. H4 is 400. And the height is 300. So this is my truss. I'll go to concept, lines from sketches. I'll select sketch 1, apply, generate. I'll go to concept, cross section, rectangular. I'll choose the breadth as 20 and I'll leave the height to 10. I'll go to one part, one body. In that line body, I'll choose it as rectangle. So this is my geometry which is done. I'll go to model and double click on it. I'll go to geometry, line body. I'll select the material as steel. Next I'll go to mesh. I'll change sizing to fine. Update. This is my truss which has been generated. I'll go to analysis settings. I'll choose node or vertex as you will call it. The first one is fixed and the third one is also fixed. On this node, there's a force. I'll change vector to component. Along the y-axis, the value is minus 12 kilonewton, which is minus 12,000 Newton. I'll go to solution, right click, insert, deformation, directional. I want along x-axis. I want the deformation directional along y-axis for the entire body. Right click, insert, beam tool. Right click, insert, probe, force reaction at the fixed end. Right click, insert, probe, force reaction at the fixed end 2. Right click, insert deformation directional. I want to see the directional deformation at this point. Apply along x-axis. Right click, insert deformation directional at this point along y-axis. So these are the results that I want to see. I'll go to solution, solve. First is directional deformation of the body along x-axis. Next will be the directional deformation along the y-axis. You can click on max min to get the maximum and minimum value. I'll go to beam tool and see the direct stress on the body. You can see the stress on both the truss elements as it is asked in the question. Next, force reaction is asked in the question, so I can see the force reaction at the first fixed end. The values are here to the left, you can see. At the second fixed end also you can see the force reaction by using D'Alembert's principle, which is summation of force along LE axis is going to be 0. You can use that formula and you can check the values of force reaction. I have explained it in detail in the first two numericals. Please go through the first two numericals, you will understand it completely. I'll link them in the description box. Also along the I button at the top you can see the links will be available for you. You will understand how the summation is equal to 0. Next is directional deformation at this node 2 and directional deformation along y-axis at this node 2. You can see this value is minus 0.6738. When I was calculating here, I still got the same value, but that was for the entire body, so you'll have to figure out from here. But if you want to see the single result, you can just create the directional deformation for that particular node. So I hope you have understood this numerical. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon for latest updates of my videos. I'll see you in the next session with another numerical on truss analysis. Thank you.